Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Candy here today, and we are back on VanityMc for some more factions on the runic dimension. If you guys want to go ahead and join the server, IP is candy.vanitymc.co. And of course, before we get into this video, I gotta say that we're gonna be doing a pretty fat giveaway. We're gonna be giving away 50 of the first rank. So all you guys gotta go ahead and do to enter is go to the store.vanitymc.co. Now, once you're on there, all you gotta do is scroll down, click runic factions, click on ranks, put in your IGN, so I'd put in DrCandyMan. Once you're in there, all you gotta do is click on the imp rank, which is $1, press buy, add to cart, and then once you're down there, put in code CANDY and get the rank for free. But this is only open for the first 50 people to go ahead and use code CANDY, so be sure to go and, get your rank. Alright, so if you guys didn't see the last episode, what we did was that we pretty much went ahead and trenched everything, like the entire side where the base is and everything around it. We pretty much made it all the way down to bedrock, and now, as you guys can see, we've got a pretty large base. I think this is probably like 10 chunks by 10 chunks, maybe might be a little bit smaller, but maybe like 7 chunks. I don't know, 7 chunks sounds like a good area. This is probably like what, a 49 to, I don't know, like 50 chunk base. It's definitely really big, and then hopefully we don't get like split by anybody, because if we go ahead and do slash F top right now, we are actually not on the F top. Let's see, slash F who. What are we doing right now? Or slash F who? F faction. Okay, that's what the command is. Right now, we are ranked. I think we're ranked. Oh, wow. We only have 424,000 F worth. So, we are not doing too well. Number 23 on the leaderboard. But I'm pretty sure, like I showed you guys last episode, we have a lot of spawners in our F chest. Like, F chest really quickly. We've got a ton of spawners in here. Not as much as I would have hoped. But I mean, yo, we're not doing too bad. And then looking back at the F top, oh, not the F who T, what the hell? We've got Breeze, which I think is Royals faction, Dubai, Ace, Dark Ones, Water, Plasma, Team KKK, VSCO girls, and then Compton. So I feel like we could probably rate a good majority of these. Breeze is gonna be hard. Ace is going to be hard, Dark Ones are going to be hard, but I feel like the rest of them we can definitely go and raid. But yeah, we've got this entire cobblestone box pretty much surrounding the obsidian box. Then we got like some layers of lava. I'm not sure what those are even there for. And then of course the entire bottom part, if this fog can go away, is pretty much down all the way to bedrock. So what I think we're going to be doing with the rest of this is that we're probably going to maybe put like a couple regen walls here, because you guys don't know, on runic, regen walls are like enabled, and regen walls basically what they do is that, like, whenever you shoot them, the cobblestone basically like regens back. So those are pretty useful, but the only bad thing is that cannons can pretty much breach them like super duper easy now. So we probably might have to make like some of those mine chat regens, or maybe like some regen filters. And then I assume that all of the rest of this area will get like trenched out too, but we gotta, of course, remove all of this water, because that's just obviously gotta be obnoxious and be in the way. And then we should pretty much be good to go. Now TNT is enabled 6 hours into the map, so pretty much if somebody actually like wants to come raid us right now, they technically could, but they wouldn't really be getting anything, because if I showed you guys earlier, we literally have like 46 or $424,000 worth of like spawners on the actual base right now, so it wouldn't even be worth it, especially with like just that much of a waste of TNT. Alright, so we're TPing right now to one of my faction mods, Soteriscus. I don't know what his name is, but yeah, we're gonna TP to him. He's gonna show us to the rev. Alright, so I pretty much showed you the outside of the base. Now let me show you the inside slash bottom of the base, because we've got some pretty cool tech over here. I don't think it's new, because a lot of factions, or like the bigger factions, know about this, because it just makes making like the bottom reverse layer so much easier. But basically, we have an entire grid of like dispensers, redstones, and repeaters, and in each dispenser, it's actually filled with like a lava bucket. Like literally, we fly to pretty much every one of these, and there is a lava bucket within it. Now, what basically happens is that you don't want to, like, whenever when you're making your reverse layers, you don't want to actually have to physically place every single cobblestone or every single stone, or have to go down to the bottom, then place a lava bucket, place another one, place another one, place another one. You'd rather just press one button and then pretty much have all of the lava flow. So what happens is that at the bottom here, we have underneath that layer of stone, we have basically water everywhere. And then what happens is that as the lava gets dispensed from those dispensers, what happens is that it'll actually, touch the water and make stone, right? And then, once you've basically done that, you pretty much remove the lava, pressing the button or like the lever or whatever on the redstone contraption is. You remove the lava, and then what happens is that all the lava pretty much disappears, and then you have a reverse layer right at the bottom. Now, pretty much next step is that you basically just go in a horizontal or a diagonal line, I should say, and go all the way down with water buckets. You pretty much make the whole area an ocean again of like one layer of water. And then of course you basically press the lava again, and then it pretty much makes another reverse layer. So rather than having to hand place everything or hand place all the lava, the only thing you actually have to place is the water, and it makes making these layers so much easier. And I actually think that on the top layers and like in some of the middle layers, we're also going to be making like some regen reverse layers. So basically what we do then is that in each or every single block, we're pretty much going to go and then place a bucket of lava, right? And then what happens is that if somebody was to go shoot up and reverse us, all that lava would like start flowing down into the water and pretty much reverse the whole thing. So it's a good way to prevent yourselves from getting like, you know, shot all the way up from the behind all the way up into your base. But honestly, I don't really feel like we're going to be shot like there, so I'm guessing that's probably why they're not really focusing too much on these reverse layers. But I thought it'd just be kind of cool to show you guys like a new way that I've never really seen before of making these reverse layers, because usually when I do them, we either just hand place them or just place a bunch of lava. But this TNT dispenser filled with lava idea seems pretty solid. Alright, so yeah, pretty much all the lava is gone. Now what he's gonna do is he's gonna take his water buckets, pretty much go, or actually gonna use ice, holy crap. So basically what he does, he goes in a diagonal line, breaks all of the water, right? And basically what happens is that it turns into an ocean, like I said earlier. They press the lava again, and then boom, we have another reverse layer, pretty much just like this one. Alright, so right now we are in the interior of the base, and if we go ahead and quickly do /shop, click on the potions, we actually can't buy like any type of potion. We can't buy like speed pots, we can't buy strength pots, we can't buy instant health pots. Literally, look, you can't buy this item. So what my faction have went ahead and did was that we've actually gotten ourselves a bunch of like auto brewers going. Now I don't think they're actually like brewing anything right now because we don't have like anything up here. We don't have no glass bottles, we don't have no water, no nothing. So basically the way it works is that way, like we have the nether wart kind of just chilling up here, and then we have like, if we're doing gas tiers for regen pots, we'll have the gas tiers over there. Then we'll have like glowstone to get it to level 2, and if we want to make it like really long, we'll put redstone here, or if you want to make it splash, we can go ahead and put like some gunpowder there. So that's pretty much how the auto brewer works. If you guys want like a schematic of this, go ahead and put it in the comment section below, and maybe I'll reply with it. But I imagine with like having 3 of these basically set up, or I think like 2 of these set up, I don't know, this one seems like it's starting to be built, but it hasn't been built yet. But yeah, if we have 3 of these going, we should have enough pots to pretty much last us for like the rest of the map, which is going to be a long time, because you know, pots, we need them to PvP, we need them to basically do pretty much everything. Alright, so on the server we have a bunch of custom enchants, starting off with the common ones costing 400 XP, the unique ones costing 800, the epics costing 2500, extreme ones costing 5000, and then the legendary ones costing 25,000. So as of right now, we've got 81 levels, and we did a couple enchants. We've got weightless 3, which doesn't really seem that good. I mean, it gives a chance to get haste. Who really needs that? Blessed 2, not blessed 3, definitely not what we want. We got shield 4, which is pretty decent. We gain strength, but we also gain slowness, and then we gain damage resistance when low on health. So this is pretty much like a junk 4 version of an enchant that used to be like on cosmic. Then we've got shield 5, which is actually pretty solid. You know, it's just the upgraded version. The only bad thing about this is that we get a pretty low success rate and a decent-ish destroy rate. We always want it to be at 0, but I mean, you get what you get. And then we finally have amphibious 1, which gives us permanent water breathing, which, you know, is pretty decent. But if we go ahead and you know, grind these a little bit more, we've got 16,800 and 27 or like 30 blazes. So there's a lot of blazes over there, and literally what we gotta do is we gotta make sure that we're drinking a strength pot and that we're flying when we're clearing these things out, because what happens is that if we like don't have a strength pot going, it makes us that way whenever we like jitter, we don't actually break them like super duper fast. So all we gotta do is get to level 96, and then once we're at level 96, we can go ahead and do a legendary enchant. Alright, so we killed a bunch of blazes, got up to level 96, and I actually want to know how much money you can make from the blaze rod. So right now we have 27,000, 28,000 XP. We've got 10,000 normal tokens. If we go into our sell hand really quickly, how much did we make from that one? 14,880. So that's actually a pretty decent way to make money just from grinding. But nevertheless, let's go hit up the /enchanter really quickly, and let's see if we can get a really good legendary book. I want something that gives me more XP, that way I can just literally grind and like get a bunch. But come on, 3, 2, 1. Let's see what we can get. Wait. Oh, wait. Hold on. Never mind. Okay, wait. We can actually see the enchant list. That's pretty cool. So we got the Barbarian one. Chance to deal double damage to opponents holding an axe. Frenzy. For every combo you land, your damage is multiplied by 1.1x. Health fraud. You know what? I don't even want to read all of them. I just kind of want to get one. So we bought a legendary enchant book for 25,000 XP. What did we get? Super jump 1. That is terrible, boys. A success rate of 20% and a destroy rate of 83, and it literally just gives us permanent extremely high jumping. Like, this is absolutely useless. Round 2 at these blazes. Can we get something else out of this? Like, holy crap, man. These enchants that we got so far were like absolutely trash. Let's see. Roll the legendary enchant. What do we get? We bought a book. Let's see, what do we get, guys? What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Inventory 5 automatically places blocks broken by tools in your inventory. Wait, that's kind of weird. Hold on. I feel like that's just telekinesis, except it's like reskin, because telekinesis, what it does is that anything you break, it pretty much just goes into your inventory. So this is literally telekinesis, except it's reskinned and called inventory 5. I don't even know why that's like a legendary enchant. If anything, that should be like a common enchant or like an uncommon enchant, because like, this is just a necessary enchant. I don't understand why it's even legendary. But like I said, another waste of 25,000 XP. But I really want to see, what can we actually get out of these? Like, what are the good enchants? So super jump, rejuvenate. Rejuvenate is so good. Regen food and health every couple of seconds. That's actually solid. Lifesteal, lava trap. Whoa, these are all such good enchants. But the ones that we get is literally inventory and super jump, the most useless ones that there are. Like, what is this luck? Our last attempt at another blaze rod. We were literally starving because I just wanted to go and like actually get all levels. So let's go ahead, sell a hand really quickly. What do you make? Another 16,000. That brings us up to 54,097k, which I don't really know how much mine is. Yeah, let's just round it up to 55,000, and let's go check out one more enchanter. And we actually got ourselves a Vopox in the meantime. Let's see what we can get out of this one. Roll, 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 roll. What do we get? Come on, give me something. Give me some tokens or give me some money. Okay, 750 tokens, 750 tokens, and then I think that's $40,000. So not too bad. That'll put us around 94,000 or like 95,000. And let's hit the slash enchanter really quickly. Give me a good book. Give me a good book, please. What do we get? Oh my god, we got destroyed. Barbarian 1 with 100% destroy rate. That is garbage. Chance to deal double damage to opponents that are holding an axe. I don't even want this book. We're gonna go ahead and tinker this book. What? That's such a garbage book. Holy crap. Let's see if we actually get some dust out of this though. What do we get? Okay, mystery dust, a -2. Applying this custom enchant, or applying this to a custom enchant book will decrease its destroy chances. So literally, we got a garbage book, but at least we found it and we managed to go and get like some destroying dust out of that one. I mean, holy crap, we got rolled. Alright boys, but that's a bit of a tour of the base, some of our defenses, as well as trying to get some books, but literally getting absolutely molested by them. But I think that's gonna be it for this factions episode. Of course, if you guys did enjoy and want to see some more, you know what, go ahead, drop a like down below. Make sure you guys are subscribed, and of course, if you're on the server, go ahead and use candy.vanitymc.co. Plus, if there are still any codes, you know, try and use them. You'll get yourself a free first rank. But anyways, that'll be all. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.